Welcome back. We are joined once again by Mayor Philip Levine, former mayor of Miami Beach, now running for governor as a Democrat. So how is the campaign going? Let's take a step back. How's it going?
It's going fantastic. You know, he only announced November 1st, Jim, and from the latest polls we see out there independently, I've shot up to be tied with the front runner. And of course, name ID now, I guess, is gone tremendously high in the state of Florida.
You're spending a lot of money on TV commercials.
Absolutely. 100%. Very important.
How much are you prepared to spend? How much is this campaign going to end up costing?
We're prepared to spend whatever it takes, but more importantly, we're raising a tremendous amount, but from Republicans and Democrats. But what we do is not just TV. We're out there 67 counties. We're on the ground. We're in the air.
We're doing these
everywhere.
Living room tours, right?
Yes, exactly.
Talk to me about them.
I'll tell you, when I ran for mayor of Miami Beach, I knocked on 6,000 doors. I went direct to the customer. We're kind of like Amazon of politics. That's what we do. We don't have middlemen. We go right to the customer. So with these living rooms, I'd like to go knock on 20 million doors. It would take me too many years to do it in Florida. So we actually go to folks, we sit in their living room, they invite their neighbors, I talk to them, tell them a little about who I am, and listen to them. What's going on in their community? What's important to them? It's important to listen to the people. The people are the voters. They're the ones that should make the decisions. We're
seeing some news now about Florida possibly being involved in lawsuits related to climate change and suing those who are responsible. What's your view on this? And as governor, where would you want to direct the state's energy and resources along that line?
Well, as a former mayor of Miami Beach, as you know, I always say I wasn't swept into office. I was floated into office because of sea level rise. And we had to do what we had to do. We invested $500 million, raising roads, putting in pumps, doing what needed to be done to save our city. The state of Florida has big resiliency issues. These once-in-a-century hurricanes, they're not once in a century. They're going to be once a year, unfortunately. So we need to make sure that we have a chief resiliency officer out of Tallahassee. We need regional resiliency officers. What we do know is one size does not fit all, but we need to show the world that Florida has a future that no matter what happens with climate change and sea level rise, and we need to invest to make sure of it. Now, we know what happened in the tobacco industry. Of course, secondhand smoke, a lot of litigation, and the state was successful in retrieving money from the tobacco companies. I believe that we should be investigating the potential to sue the fossil fuel industry because of the zillions of dollars we are spending and will have to spend to make sure our state's resilient due to rising seas, due to global warming, due to fossil fuel burning.
It looks like the Republican primary is moving further and further to the right. Representative Ron DeSantis is raising a lot of money himself. He seems to have the backing of Donald Trump. You have Adam Putnam, the agriculture commissioner, maybe trying to be a little bit more moderate. Richard Corcoran's going to get in there. What do you see on the Republican side?
Well, I think they're going way out to the right. They've got to. And all I can tell you is I don't care who gets the nomination. I just certainly hope they get Donald Trump's endorsement. I'd love to see that.
Do you think this race is going to be partly a referendum on Donald Trump?
You know, I learned something in politics. You don't win because they don't like the other guy. You win because you have a message, they believe in you, and you're authentic. My message is very clear. I'm pro-people and I'm pro-business. I'm not right, I'm not left, I'm forward. I'm a Democrat, Jim, but before I'm a Democrat, I'm an American. And I believe no one has a monopoly on good ideas. Not Republicans, not Democrats, not independents. As a self-made entrepreneur, started with $500, I learned that you work with everybody to get things done.
You know, you talk about the causes of climate change, and I know that the environment is another key issue for you. Do you see any hypocrisy, though, in the sense that a lot of your money was made by supporting the cruise ship industry? You provided a service for the cruise lines. That's how you made your fortune. That's a fair way to sort of say it. You did in-house advertising.
Sure.
I think the cruise industry has not had a very good record when it comes to the environment and polluting oceans. There have been a number of problems with them. Do you feel any tie or any responsibility there?
I think the cruise industry is the most miraculous, incredible industry, probably the only international industry based out of South Florida that's employed thousands of people and built unbelievable reputations. What they've done is like everybody else. They've learned and they have evolved and they have progressed to be some of the most socially responsible companies in the world. Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Norwegian Cruise Line, these companies have learned and they've given back to their community. Listen, one could come into the studio and say, Jim, you know what? You're using FP&L lights and you're using an FP&L power here. Have you guys not learned that FP&L really hasn't come through on solar power? Do you feel responsible for using their lights here at your studio?
I didn't get rich from the way you did from the cruise ships.
You built a reputation using their power, Jim, and I don't know about that. What do you think about that?
What about the fact that they flag their vessels overseas and don't necessarily pay their fair share when it comes to that?
Well, listen, I can't sit here and defend the entire cruise ship industry. The bottom line is that the shipping industry for years, as you know, travels all over the world, and they do their business outside the United States.
Let's talk about about another company real quick, Amazon? How would you bring them to Florida?
Very simple. I would do what Amazon has told everyone they need to do. You need to invest in education. You need to invest in healthcare. You need public transportation. You need to have non-discrimination policies. You need to make sure you have the best environmental policy around. That's what all most admired companies are saying. Listen, the bottom line is, I say, take a look at the HR manual of the most admired companies. If you act like them, because they're way ahead of governments, then they shall come. But right now in Florida, our current governor thinks that the best economic policy is to have Applebee's and McDonald's and Walmart's.
So real quickly, would you recommend that they not come to Florida because there hasn't been enough investment?
What I recommend is we invest in our state, so we attract Amazons, GEs, Apples, eBays, that we attract Lockheeds and Boeings, that we realize that we're not going to be a state of Applebee's and McDonald's.
I got to cut you off there because we're come back. We'll continue this conversation. Thank you very much. All right, up next, Donna Shalala.